Good evening, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. Victims of loan sharks demand amendment of laws and formation of powerful high-level committee. A march for justice begins from Jhapa in the east and Kanchanpur in the west. Police reveals the formation of a committee of immigration officers at the 31 International Airport for human trafficking. Pakistan court jails former Prime Minister Imran Khan for 10 years ahead of elections. Former cricket legend found guilty of leaking state secrets. Lawyers to challenge verdict in higher court. And Nepal to take on Bangladesh in the Super 6 stage of the ICC Under-19 World Cup tomorrow. The match to kick off at 1:45 p.m. Nepal time. Farmers and Workers Struggle Committee has begun a march for justice against loan sharking. The march began from Gadda Chowki of Kanchanpur and Kakadbitta together. Chairperson of the Struggle Committee, Awadesh Kushwaha, is leading the march from Jhapa, while the march from Kanchanpur is being led by spokesperson Nirga Navin. Victims of loan sharks from Jhapa, Sunsari, Morang, Dhanusha and Rotahat, among other districts, had gathered at Kakadbitta for the march for justice. According to Kushwaha, the protest has been started with the main demand of a formation of a powerful high-level committee to probe into loan sharking, which has been identified as a financial and social crime, along with the amendment of laws related to loan sharking. The victims of loan sharks who have begun their march on foot are to get together in Chitwan and then arrive in Kathmandu. There are more than 500,000 victims of loan sharks across the country. Kantipur television has uncovered human trafficking that is being conducted via the 31 International Airport. A scuffle between the immigration officer and police personnel regarding security criteria had emerged last Friday. Police have made public a report stating the involvement of the immigration officers at the airport in sending Nepali nationals to foreign countries illegally. 8 individuals in connection with the case have been absconding. It has been revealed that up to 15,000 rupees for male and 50,000 rupees for female have been charged to send Nepali nationals who do not have required documents to foreign countries via the 31 International Airport. The Kathmandu Valley Crime Investigation Office, since the last week of the Nepali month of Mangsir, had been monitoring the group at the airport that was involved in the case. A number of Nepali nationals had reached Dubai with fake documents within this period. They had geared up to join the Russian army via Dubai. The involvement of immigration officers at the airport in sending these individuals to Dubai has been revealed. Police arrested 10 officials at the airport, including immigration officer Narabir Khadka, for their involvement in the case. The District Police Range Kathmandu has recommended to file a case of organized crime, including 22 alleged individuals as defendants. The immigration officer Narabir, who has been arrested, had been appointed at the 31 International Airport since January-February last year. According to his statement, operators of travel agency Holiday and Travel, Saroj Yadav, Lal Bahadur Bhagat, Manoj Lama, Padam Lama and Prakash Chaudhary were the agents who had sent Nepali nationals on visit visa. Furthermore, Narabir had started approving visit visa of individuals with fake documents since the beginning of the ongoing fiscal year. Based on his statement, he used to charge up to 15,000 rupees for men and 50,000 rupees for women. The investigation has revealed that 100 to 150 individuals had been sent abroad illegally at a time. The statement given by Narabir includes that a committee, including 7 other immigration officers, had been formed to carry out the job in his absence. The committee included Kushal Baral, Shailendra Dhakal, Bimal Paudil, Bishnu Aryal, Bikash Tangol, Pitambar Rimal and Sujan Fao. Narabir said that each officer used to get 40,000 to 50,000 rupees. Agent Padam Lama was responsible for arranging the nexus at the airport. Doubts are increasing regarding if imported bills will enter the winter session of the Parliament, which begins on 5th of February. However, bills related to the Transitional Justice, Constitutional Council and school-level education have yet to be concluded by the thematic committees. Agreement has remained elusive as political parties have remained firm on their stances and interests. In such a situation, the government is yet to register the Federal Police Act at the Parliament. In his every step, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has been compelled to answer questions related to transitional justice that have remained unanswered for the past 17 years. At national and international forums, the Premier has been promising of concluding issues related to transitional justice at the earliest. However, the bill related to transitional justice is still under study at the Law Committee. The committee is yet to reach a consensus on several sensitive issues of the bill. Despite the thematic committees being termed the committees of sovereign parliamentarians, the committee is saying that the issue has to be concluded by the senior politicians. In such a situation, the senior leaders are trading for their political interest. With intensifying confusions, the committee is making preparations to reach a conclusion by following procedures. Meanwhile, the bill related to constitutional councils is also being politicized. With the State Affairs and Good Governance Committee failing to reach a consensus, parliamentarians of 5 parties were assigned the responsibility of reaching a conclusion by holding informal discussions. However, this issue has also remained divided. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before that, let's take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked what should be done to encourage new entrepreneurs. 52% voted for A, implementation of government policies, 22% for B, special concessions on loans, and 26% for C, arrangement of skilled manpower. And here's today's question. What kind of corruption is prevalent in Nepal? Your options are A, policy-level corruption, B, financial corruption, and C, abuse of authority. Voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Martyrs Day was observed today by organizing several programs to honor the sacrifices of the 4 martyrs who were killed for their role in putting an end to autocratic Rana regime and establishment of democracy. However, these 4 are not the only martyrs of Nepal. The list of martyrs includes around 14,000 who were killed during several stages of protest and armed conflicts, while the government is making preparations to add more to it. All Nepali nationals have deep respect for the martyrs and feel pride while naming them who sacrificed their lives for the country, protection of national identity and establishment of democracy. Many Nepali nationals have died in several stages of protest and conflicts. Most Nepali nationals remember Shukraraj Sastri, Gangalal Shrestha, Dharma Bhakta Mathema and Dashat Chand when they hear martyrs. Martyrs Day is observed each year on the 16th of Magh as per the Nepali calendar to honor them who had lost their lives to put an end to the autocratic Rana regime and establishment of democracy. Minister for Foreign Affairs N.P. Saud has urged the government of South Korea to increase investment in Nepal. On the occasion of 50 years of diplomatic ties between Nepal and South Korea, Minister Saud said that investment and trade between the 2 countries could be increased. Minister Saud also urged Korean investors to inject more funds and investments in the sector of agriculture, tourism and information technology.
Let's enhance bilateral trade and investment. Let's strengthen our partnership in the field of agriculture, energy, tourism, and information technology.
At the program organized to mark the 50th anniversary of Nepal-South Korea ties, a logo was made public along with a book including the success stories of Nepali nationals who have returned following their employment in South Korea. South Korean Ambassador for Nepal, Park Tae-yong, said that several economic, cultural and development-related programs would be organized to mark the 50th anniversary. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked in several provinces what they think is the purpose for political leaders' visit to their houses. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनतासँग जुन वादा गरेर जान्छन् त्यसपछि फिर्ता आउँदैन।
उहाँहरुको भनाइ त राम्रै हो त गर्दोस् त नि।
हाम्रो गाउँमा जुन सुकै पार्टीको नेता आए पनि विकास चाहिँ केही पनि भएको छैन। 6 वर्ष पहिला भस्केको पुल अहिलेसम्म त्यतिकै छ।
भन्ने मात्रै तर गर्ने कहिले पनि गर्नुहुन्न।
राजनीति पार्टीको मुख्य एजेन्डा भनेको आफ्नो पक्षमा जनाधार तयार गर्नु हो।
आफ्नो जनमत तयार गर्नको लागि पनि हुन सक्छ।
आफू सत्तामा पुग्न सकिन्छ र आफ्नो सत्तालाई कसरी लम्ब्याउन सकिन्छ भन्ने उद्देश्यका साथ उनीहरू गाउँमा आएको देखिन्छ।
अरु बेलामा चाहिँ के गरिब जनताहरुको केही अस्तव्यस्त हुँदैन नेताहरुलाई जब निर्वाचन आउँछ अनि आफ्नो स्वार्थ पूर्तिकै लागि जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ।
Time now for international update. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has been sentenced to 10 years in jail in a case in which he was accused of leaking state secrets. Khan, who was ousted by his opponents as Prime Minister in 2022, is already serving a 3-year jail term after being convicted of corruption. He has called all the charges against him politically motivated. The conviction under the Secrets Act comes the week before general elections in which he is barred from standing. Former Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Vice Chairman of Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Party, was also sentenced to 10 years in prison by the special court set up inside Adiala Jail in Rawalpindi, where both men are being held. Time now for sports update.
Sports news.
Matches of the Super 6 stage of the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup have already begun. Nepal Under-19 cricket team had reached the Super 6 stage after securing a competitive one-run win over Afghanistan in the group stage and will now play the giants, including the likes of Bangladesh and India. With Nepal progressing to the second stage of the tournament for the third time, ardent followers of Nepali cricket are wondering if the young Rhinos could secure a spot in the semi-final. With a 5-wicket haul of Akash Chand and a half-century from skipper Dev Khanal, Team Nepal had secured a 1-wicket win over Afghanistan and secured their spot in the Super 6 of the tournament, where they will take on Bangladesh tomorrow and India on Friday. With the 12 teams for the Super 6 already decided, the results of the group stage will be important in the second stage of the tournament. Teams who did well in the group stage are being considered as the contenders for the semi-final round. Group 1 of Super 6 includes India, Bangladesh, New Zealand, Pakistan and Ireland alongside Nepal. Another group includes Australia, Sri Lanka, West Indies, South Africa, England and Zimbabwe. Top two teams of these two groups qualify for the semi-finals. The match between Nepal and Bangladesh begins at 1:45 p.m. Nepal time tomorrow. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.